from his job. Let's just be honest about that fact. And a lot of people like to come and then come with this story of, but where are you gonna get 2.5 from? There's no money in this government. Why was there no money when number of special elected councillors were increased? Why was there no money when pension for old people increased? Why was there no money when furniture allowance here but parliament they increased? It's only when it comes to student issues that now there's no money and we must wait. And people like to say, no, but we must wait until next financial year. The minister has not said until the next financial year. He says there's no money. Meaning that in actual fact it could never come. But here's the deal, there is money. Why do we live in a government, and Honorable Ndaba spoke about this during his budget speech. In paragraph 26, you can go and research it. The government is owed at a local authority level, both city council, both town council, both district council, are owed a collective 765 million pula in property rates and about 28 million in service levies. But that's not their owed, because the government has only been collecting at a 56% rate over the last 2 years. So we have a government that has almost 800 million pula entitled to, but does not touch it for some reason. And so if the Vice President was serious about his strategy to collect, and we are to then indeed have access to this 800 million pula as a government, as a student population, that will easily fund our increase from 1.9 to 2.5. Because the mathematics is simple. I want to propose a phased approach to this. The minister, I believe, should first increase allowance to 2.2. Now, this is merely a suggestion. There's many ways you could tackle this thing. But if you go from 1.9 to 2.2, that's an increase of 300 pula. You multiply it by about 56,000 students in mainstream higher education. You need about 101 million. So out of almost 800 million, we can't fund a project here with 101 million. There's no such thing as there's no money when it comes to this issue. And that narrative must change.
Platforms like Facebook, TikTok, WhatsApp, what will share? And people have agreed to publicly share their endorsement of this initiative. I can get into another area where I want to address people who I feel they are key on this issue, student tertiary student allowance, 2.5. Allow me to speak to the president of this country, President Advocate Gideon Boko. Allow me to say, you are a liar. You are turning us into liars, and you intend to turn this nation into a nation of liars. It is either that, or you are a guy who made promises that are miscalculated, that are misinformed. And your response to our demands, or to us petitioning and radicalizing our efforts, will confirm either of the two. Whether you lied to us, or it was a simple mistake of miscalculated, misinformed promise.
Ore selekano sama sume ahera bongwe mo lekgolo la se ba se kwala segologolo se ba se bua ka rona le ka nna. Ke go tlhoka boammaaruri, ke go sokamisa di ebile ya mo go dirwa ka bomo mo sekgweng le go le go tweng a lie. Ga ba re ela gore you've spoken an untruth. A lie is not just an untruth. A lie is more and bigger and worse than an untruth. A lie is an untruth told by a person who knows the truth, intending by telling this untruth to mislead others into believing the untruth. That's a lie. The BNF lied. The president lied. Sama leo itu dah semua bananya kilo. Kalau satu boleh lewat orang na hasil. Karena lewat sekolah mak baru tu si balik lagi apa orang Allah sudah hasil. Negeri kita ini bisa satu tu musuh. Baik sekolah apa tu a lie in the English language. What away? How more? Lebat saya lebat ni kita sekebana. Baru lihat mau dikelelo, mau dikakanyo, mau kutusi so. Dia mau cari mereka ni lepas ni jibu kiti, jibu ima. Jibatari kalau kanyo sedi hitilen kam kajian mau di kuat. Yesemba nama hawa na orang awana dijo aba hakama na orang kiusa cake. Kisonela sa kai se pese sebutu. Hale baholo. Litsile matsiro. Asa ajimiwa. You have not let curate, contrive. You've lived in the real world.